Right, become the king of prompting. So for the first one, I just want to dive a little bit deeper about the builder prompt format. I really want to stress the importance about how to make good prompts because the input is just as good as the output. If it's really, really bad, then the output will be really, really bad. I just want to give you a few tips. Of course, you can fill it in however you want, but you will see if you have more like a streamlined input, then your output will be much, much better. So what will we be focusing on is turning bad prompts into good ones, fix weak outputs instead of restarting, right? So most time you need to iterate a little bit along the use AI for real builder tasks, right? So that's why we're here. We want to build something not just for fun and reuse prompts instead of rewriting it every single time. So bad prompts are, for example, write some Instagram post about entrepreneurship. So what you can see if you put it in, it depends on which AI model you use, but let's say this one, we use 5.2. Let's use the old one, for example. Let's see what comes out, right? It already gives you something. What is this, right? It's super random. Let's just jump to the 5.2, right? Let's see what they ask. I believe this one will ask more questions about it, so they already made it better. In this case, not. Okay, it's really, really bad. I'm not even gonna read it, right? But no goal, no audience, no tone, no format, no context, no constraints. So there's nothing in it, right? So this is the same prompt, right? Write some Instagram posts about entrepreneurships, right? So same prompt, but then the builder version, right? So let me give some context. A role, input, output format constraints, the same model as I described earlier with the ChatGPT module, right? So let's just copy it in. These posts are for founders who feel stuck and overwhelmed. The role act as a strategist for solo founders. Input here my raw thoughts, so just add some notes to make it as a whole. Output format 5 short post constraints, direct, practical, no motivation. All right, let's just put it in, right? Okay, input, here are my raw thoughts, 30%. Okay, here are my raw thoughts. Need to be for starting entrepreneurs, need to have a clear goal, need to focus on real statistics. Okay, boom. Let's see what it came up with. Keep in mind this was the first, right? Entrepreneurship is risk management. If you do not control cash, time, and attention, the business controls you. It is true though, I have to say it's a good one, but it's not tailored towards one audience, right? You want to focus your audience so it resonates with your audience. Post 1, 82% of failed startups run out of cash. If you do not know monthly burn and runway, your goal is unclear. Track cash weekly, nothing else matters first. Much more to the point. As you can see, it adds some numbers in there, right? Statistics. It focuses on first-time founders. It adds some constraints. No motivational stuff, right? So this is like you don't need more tools. You need fewer priorities, right? Nice as a meme, but not as a full-fledged post, which reach a lot of people, right? Always keep refining. So once we have this, right, we want to dive a little bit deeper. So bad iteration is rewrite this. So we can say like cut word count by 30%, remove generic letters, make each line more concrete. This one, and this one. All right, there we have it. We dive one step deeper, right? Can also be something completely different. Like you say like, hey, I want to focus on this industry, right? But now everything is a little bit shorter, more to the point and everything. And then add graphic design directions for the supporting visuals, right? Visual, see? So you get a lot more output. All right. Prompt example. So clarity when stuck, right? So decide what to focus on next. I have limited time and too many ideas. I want leverage, no busy work. Act as a principal strategist here, my ideas in doubt. Output format decision table, pros, cons, upside, no optimism, be blunt, right? So I just want to give an example when you're a little bit stuck about what to do, right? So let's just copy it. I copy it all the way over here. All right. Oh, I don't know why it zooms out. Okay. Okay, input here my D's and doubts. You say like, I want to start a business and I am stuck in the execution phase. I want to start a business in the digital landscape and my expertise is copywriting. All right. The ChatGPT is really good at this, right? So it helps you with making the right decisions, gives you clarity in work, right? So options are limited, right? So freelance, like it gives you pros and cons, productized copy service, digital course, templates, everything, right? Perfect. Then an example for content, right? Turn my experience into content. So this one is really cool, right? So what you do over here, this is what I also do sometimes for myself because I want to have some LinkedIn posts. I want to have some inspirational stuff. I want to do something that I do, right? So objective turn my experience into content that clarity, context, audience is skeptical and tired of hype, role, act as a founder strategist, inputs, my story outputs. As you can see, everything is the same format, right? So objective, context, role, input, output, constraints, right? Over here, but I will just say use my website because there's a lot of information over here. Let me just drop it in, boom. And then it will generate some ideas for me. It's really powerful. Most founders confuse thinking with progress. Inside clarity comes after decision, right? I noticed that it doesn't focus too much on me, right? Should come more from my perspective, right? I'm refining it right now, all right? Then what I want to do, I want to add my LinkedIn, for example, this one. Integrate skills from my LinkedIn profile. Feel good. So you see over here, they have a background in digital marketing, conversion optimization, productized service, etc. This now is getting interesting, right? Hook, I built landing pages that doubled conversion rates. Metrics expose real problems faster than opinion. Track click to lead and drop everything that does not move the numbers, right? So make it more like a narrative, story, remove, hook, insight, action from the copy. Yeah, I used to debate ideas in my head, then I watched conversion data kill the debate. Numbers made the decision for me. Now I start with one page, one metric, and change only what moves. Right? So can you add the skill? Can you add the skill from me? How you came up with this post? Add visual directions for the graphic design asset. Add a personal quote in the captions. Caption, I stopped debating ideas when conversion data settled the argument. One landing page, one metric. The page either worked or it didn't. I trusted numbers more than opinion, including my own, right? You can see that he picked like the conversion rate optimization, landing page testing, and then made this caption from it. It's also a visual direction, single landing page wireframe, one metric circled in red, conversion rate. So it's like, yeah, super conversion driven. I wasted time building things nobody asked for. Selling first, forced, honesty fast. If people won't pay early, they won't pay later. Productized service. Beautiful. Then you can say that I want to have at least 10 posts and add call to action to my website. All right. Beautiful, fast, clear. Read more at royselbach.com. And then you just copy it. You use the visual direction to create something in Canva or any other design tool that you use. And then after that, you can just post it. So you can use scheduling tools to just get it done. Easy. Animation concept, right? Design a short cinematic animation used on a premium landing page. Tone is calm, focus, confident, act as a motion designer. 4 ideas, output 5 scenes, visual, everything. So I will just change it to one scene because most time is a limitation. So this one, let's just use the journey, right? What I want to do over here. So this is the animation. Okay. Prompt ideas. core idea, paste ideas. This one I use in ChatGPT as well. So let's just do this first. Prompt idea, design a short cinematic. Provide a mid-journey briefing to design a short cinematic animation. Use an alert, tone is calm. Role, act like as a motion designer, input, core ideas. So what is it about? They, core idea, money, someone that doesn't have money and then works hard behind the computer and then starts earning a lot of money, right? Output 5, let's make it 3 different scenes. Each scene includes visual direction, transition lights. Mainly, the first step, what you do is basically come up with like a general script. Then you generate the individual images, and then you create like a script for these individual images to animate, right? Oh, over here, what you can see, beautiful, the guy, right? Looks similar. Then you use this image, right? So you create an animation. Okay, that's one. Okay, and then we use the second one because he's already busy with the actual work. Copy. Use this. Create a video. Okay, then create the last one. And this one, I think I actually have to say that he made some money, right? Or I use it wrong. Okay, doesn't matter. This one. Then again, I didn't read any of this, right? So it's basically him being more organized. Okay, the same person, more clean, abstract income growth without numbers. He is super happy, and on his screen, you can see he makes a lot of money. Boom. Okay, let's check out the first animation. Which one is it? Video. Okay. You can see over here, he's working hard. He's doing his best. You can pick different ones. You can even see over here, there's the car on the back coming through. Nice. That's the first video. He's super busy. He's doing everything. Then the second video, he's like really busy. He's focused on the screen. You can see that there's some graphs with crypto going on. And then hopefully, oh, I selected wrong, right? So let's make the last one really making some money. Oh, where is it? With this one. Oh, what does just use this one? Because it's more graphs, right? So edit, switch to video, just drop it. Okay, let's download. I really like this one because it's very clean, simple. In the end, I think there's no consistency with laptop. But this is something that you can also say, right? Keep in mind when you create something, there's to be consistency. So he's busy with here. Then suddenly you can see there's a lot of things happening on the screen. He's actually working on it. Let's see the stats, right? He's working hard. But this one is nice. And then the last one of the puzzle, he basically sees that something is working, that he's happy and that he gets money, right? All right. I think it's pretty clear. Let's walk through it a little bit and not waste any time. Unique AI images, right? So on one hand, we created like the animations. The other part is how to create these unique AI images. I just want to take fast. It's just done. Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, you can see he's like happy. He makes it, right? So my suggestion is just use the same image 3 times to give the scenes, and then you can flip the camera or do something with it. Right, so in this case, you can create like a very consistent, good video. Easy, just with a few prompts. I just made it in a few minutes, right? Easy. Right, a prompt example for unique AI images, right? So objective created like this for a website. Let's just do it as well. Okay, and now let's try Gemini. Let's try something else. I think that is cool. Let's try something else. Gemini, all right. Prompt example, create a unique visual to replace stock imagery. Context used for brand or website. Role act as the creative director. Inputs, subject or noise. So what do we want? We want to have, let's say, book pro. Output format, detailed AI image, constraint, no stock photo. Okay, Let's just throw it in. Let's see what it comes up with. These prompts I will add all to Google Sheets so you can use it and tweak it however you want. All right. Yeah, it looks a little bit stockish, right? So we have like make it more thin. All right. Systemizing your work. So like what's the most important thing for builders is that they create a whole system, a system that is self-operating and is even more scalable. Because in the end, systems are basically equivalent to starting a company or a business. And in that aspect, it's good to create like a whole system from it. In the end, like a lot of people, they look at the whole thing like, hey, this big assignment, what to do. So ChatGPT is very good in like breaking everything down and creating like a system which you can utilize and even can automate if you want to. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. It's not making cinematic. I noticed as well with Nano Banana. It's sometimes not that good, especially if you wanna go into depth a little bit more. If you want to change something, it just sometimes doesn't work. They even have the pro version. So yeah, that's why Midjourney I use it, and you can see the quality is like really good. Besides that, Nano Banana is still really good and powerful, but you mostly people use it with the API. All right, prompt example systemizing your work. Okay, let's dive into this one. Okay, turn a repeatable task. This currently lives in my head. Act like a system architect. Input, here's how I currently do. Output, work, output form, workflow format, constraints. Okay. So let's say what I do is I wake up every day, check my phone, go through all the messages, get an email from the project manager, then one from my boss about all different things, such as social media postings, blog content. After I gone through it, I need to write a sales report and set up automation flows, and then I normally forget what I need to do. I just write something super random, so let's see where it goes. Daily execution loop. Inputs one message on this. Read both messages, one extract the group decisions. So basically, what it does, it just helps you with organizing your work in a much better way, because for a lot of people, things are super unclear. So this is just an example how to use it. All right. So enough trying. So the builder fix flow. So if it's bad output, just add constraints, change the role, refine the prompts, and then you will get good output. In the beginning, if you are really clueless, you can just type something in, keep it generic. But then afterwards, you have a lot of information, and then you can specify it a little bit more and refine it towards what you actually need. So there are also a lot of prompt generators. I actually haven't experimented with this, but you don't want to have like a very generic one, right? So like even ChatGPT has a prompt generator. I found it earlier as well. AI prompt generator. You can see there's an app, right? So you can help with generating the prompt. So let's say I want to have, they give examples. Create a prompt for a scientific research proposal. Most probably is going to ask me a lot of questions, right? See, hello, I'm a scientific research proposal creator to begin. So you copy all of this and then you fill it in. It really helps you as well. So you can find this one, ChatGPT AI prompt generator. You find it over here. So this is in the library of ChatGPT. I will drop the link to this as well over here. Okay. Then you have also some other websites as well. So good prompt is basically also help you, right? So the thing is, like, you can copy all of these, but you can also ask within ChatGPT or like prompt generators to get a better prompt, right? So there's also Dogbot. All right, good luck. Like one golden rule is like input is output. I'm just gonna repeat it time over time again, because you're gonna be better every time you're gonna do it. Good luck.